Hi everyone, I'm Shane and today I'm going to be talking about project costing and more specifically estimate of completion costs. For those that don't know what I mean when I say this, estimate of completion costs are a combination of your current actual spend on your project combined with the remaining forecast. Now, 55% of project managers cite budget overrun as a reason for project failure. So what estimate at completion allows you to do is understand what your end position of the project is going to be throughout the entire life cycle, rather than just focusing on today or this month. And of course, by understanding that position throughout the life cycle, it's going to aid better decision making and therefore resulting in more projects being delivered within budget. So let's look at an example. I have a cloud migration project opened here, and currently I've spent £530,000 on the project, and I have forecast £227,000 worth of spend between now and the remainder of the project. So what that's going to give me is an estimate of completion cost of just under £760,000. Now, if we compare that to the funding that we received for this project, which in this case was £750,000, what we can quickly see is that if nothing changes, this project is going to end up over budget. So because we've seen this early on, this allows us to understand quite quickly that the scope of this project needs to change. So I can go and engage with stakeholders, I can discuss this, and we can start to make decisions on that to change the scope and bring this project back within budget. So we've had the conversation, we've engaged stakeholders, and we've made the decisions that we wanted to make. So what we're going to do is look at the resources that are being utilised on this project. The decision that we made was to utilise less engineering resource than originally forecast. So originally I asked for 5 engineers to be working on this project throughout October and November, made the decision to make that 3. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to save it. And then what we can see now is the estimate at completion cost is reduced down to £710,000. So if my remaining forecast stays the same now, what we are seeing is that by the end of our project, we're going to be under budget, which is perfect and exactly where we want to be. Now, there's a great analogy for this, which is if you're driving a super tanker across the Atlantic Ocean and you were to veer off course by just 1 degree every single day without doing anything about it, you'll never get to your desired destination. And that's what we're seeing here. So to summarize, estimate at completion has nothing to do with super tankers, but is critical for maintaining control over your project finances. There's lots of other benefits, and it enables you to have more accurate cost forecasting. It builds a solid foundation for risk management, effective budgeting, the stakeholder communication as referenced earlier, and much more. And by leveraging the estimate of completion costs, as referenced at the beginning of this, you are creating an environment where you can make better informed decisions earlier on in the process, which are going to lead to better financial outcomes and ultimately more projects being delivered within budget. I hope that was useful. Thanks for listening and see you next time.